Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Just a quick reminder before we get into today's work is what makes for a better inner experience in your meditation is to try and eliminate as much of the outer influences and distractions as you possibly can. Leanne, good morning. Lorraine, good morning. It is awesome seeing you here. And what helps in eliminating all the outside distractions is having your space as dark as possible. And if it's not possible because it's already daylight outside and maybe we struggle to keep all that daylight out, is a sleeping mask. A sleeping mask does a great job in keeping the light outside. And then earphones. Earphones do a great job of keeping most of the extra noise on the outside and gives you more of an inner experience without distraction. Somebody, very good morning. Maggie, very good morning. It is awesome seeing you all. Right, as you might know already, our teacher this week is Charles Eisenstein. Love his work so flippin' much. While a lot of the teachers are either really old and historic or at least in recent history, Charles is very much current right now. Charles's work is available. Search for Charles Eisenstein and see what's out there. Really, really awesome stuff. Jacqueline, a very good morning to you. And Anthony, good morning, dude. Awesome seeing you all. Right, here we go. Charles Eisenstein says, we have to create conditions where people feel safe to feel and to care. Charlene, a very good morning. We have to create conditions where people feel safe to feel and to care. That goes against a lot of our programming about how to make something change in the world. Sometimes you can pressure people into changing, you can force them, but the powers that be have more force than we do. I don't think we're going to win in a contest of force. I think we need to induce a change of heart. The narrative of us versus them is ultimately part of the problem. Traditional activism, which is about overcoming the latest bad guy, is not deep enough. It just brings us another version of the same. It always brings to my mind every time I read it, all of the very loud voices in the world, and especially on social media, that have a habit of saying it like it is. I just say it like it is the slogan. It has been for a while. And the next time you listen to someone just saying it how it is, remind yourself of this thought from Charles Eisenstein. How much does this help? How much does this saying it like it is help? And how much does it just reinforce a divide? How much does it not just create an us versus them and nothing gets better? We're just fighting more the more we're saying it like it is. So here's two more thoughts it adds to that. Charles says, when both sides of a controversy revel in the defeat and humiliation of the other side, then in fact they're on the same side. They're both on the side of war. And the easy example is left and right, if we use politics as an example. If left is completely invested in the defeat, the downfall of the right, and the right is completely invested in the downfall of the left, then we're just stuck in a never-ending war. One last thought from Charles Eisenstein is, are the problems of the world caused by bad people who need to be crushed? It's a legitimate question. Are the problems in the world caused by bad people who need to be crushed? Or do people do bad things when they find themselves in certain situations? If it is the latter, then we can go around crushing the villains for another 1,000 years and nothing will change. I mean, that's what we've been doing. We've been going around crushing villains for thousands of years and nothing has changed. Does that mean we need to necessarily put up with bad behavior? Does it mean we have to let things like crime slide? No, we don't, definitely not. But should we villainize people doing bad things, or should we recognize that everyone's struggling with something? And this is what today's meditation asks us to do. It asks us to look at the humans around us and realize everyone's got shit to deal with. Everyone's dealing with tough stuff. And sometimes the tough stuff we deal with creates a survival-based reaction that hurt people around us. Everyone's got dark clouds to deal with. Can we have a bit of recognition of that? Can we take a moment and look at what possibly are the dark clouds that the humans around us are dealing with? Ilza, good morning, good to see you. Today's meditation is called Tonglen. And while it might not make a difference for the human, for who we do the breathing, what it does is it changes how we see. It changes how we see them, changes how we feel about them. It changes something inside of us. So if you're ready for this one, I love this meditation. We can close our eyes and float away on this one together. It's called Tonglen. Sorry, I haven't set a stopwatch yet. Let me just get a stopwatch to run. Otherwise, we'll be here the whole morning meditating. Ready? You can close your eyes. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. Let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. While you continue your own full body breathing, rising with every inhale and falling with every exhale. I want you to imagine that all of us together are the green leaves on a tree. All breathing in and out together. just like the green leaves on any tree, inhale what we think of as toxic. Inhales the carbon dioxide, the toxins in the air. And within that green leaf, there's a process that happens that seems almost magical. We almost want to call it alchemy. Inside the leaf, the chemistry changes. And what the leaves exhale for us is oxygen, purity. We can almost call it love and light. Imagine us all in a tree together, being the leaves. And that we have the potential to inhale the dark clouds in the world. Breathe it in. Hold it in our bellies for a moment. And feel the darkness burn up into light. And exhale for the world around us, love and light. Imagine around our green tree how after we've inhaled the dark clouds right around the tree and breathed out light into our space, we can focus a little bit further away. Imagine inhaling the next set of dark clouds, breathing it into your belly and holding it for a moment. And see how our tree exhales light. And the space around our tree becomes even clearer and more filled with love and light. Clearing our space because we decided we'll no longer do this by fighting. No longer do this by being opposed, being against what is bad, by being for what is good. Standing for love and refusing to budge. We'll take the last few big breaths of the space together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into a space of comfort for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you release, drop your head all the way forward. And roll out your neck muscles. In big half circles, forward and to the left and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. See if you can tilt your head to the left while you tilt your hips to the right. Curving your spine into an S from your head all the way down to your tailbone. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened into a place of presence as much as we can for this moment, we'll now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, this would be a great place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body and invite softness into every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey inside. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, remind yourself of the topic of today's meditation, Tonglen, the idea that we can inhale some of the dark clouds in the world and exhale for the humans around us a little bit more love, a little bit more light. Take your next big breath. We're starting this journey with the humans closest to us. Bring to your mind the people you share a home with, or perhaps that you used to share a home with. See a picture of them together in your mind. Maybe you know exactly what each of them are dealing with right now, and maybe you don't. And you can do this for the whole group, or perhaps someone's face calls to you today more. Then focus on that one. Everyone has stuff to deal with. As you take a deep breath, as you inhale deep into your belly, imagine that you are able to inhale the dark clouds in their space. See it happen. See how you breathe it in. Feel how you hold it in your belly for a moment. And how it transforms. And when you exhale, see in your mind how you are breathing light into their space, filling the space around them with light. See how their faces change. See how they smile because they feel your light. Take your next big breath. We'll make the circle a little bit bigger. Include more of your family. What else might there be? Uncles and aunts, You might still need to add brothers and sisters, cousins, nieces, nephews, grandparents, parents, whoever you might not have added into that circle yet. A bigger group of people. Try and get a picture of them together in your mind, and see if perhaps anyone specifically calls to you today, or else for the whole group. With your next big breath, imagine you could see yourself. Inhale the dark clouds in their space. Breathe it into your belly and hold it there for a while, and feel how in the warmth of your belly, in that little furnace, these dark clouds get burnt up, transformed. And when you exhale, you are breathing light into their space. You are filling the space around them with your love and with light. And see it on their faces. See their faces change. Take your next big breath. We'll widen our circle even more. Bring into your mind a picture of friends. Friends and colleagues. Maybe these are some of the friends you often hang out with. Maybe it's your children's friends, or even your children's teachers. Colleagues, people you work with, clients. It's a fairly large group of people. Bring them together in your mind, see the picture of them all. Maybe you know specifically what someone is dealing with and you'd like to focus on them. Or perhaps just for the whole group together. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, imagine you could see yourself breathe in the dark clouds in their space. Hold it in your belly for a few moments. Feel the warmth. Transform these dark clouds into light. And breathe into their space, love and light. And watch their faces change. Take your next big breath. the circle even bigger. Include in your circle all the faces without names that you pass by on a daily or a weekly basis. And we have many of these. Sometimes we recognize them and sometimes we don't. It's as simple as the humans in their own bubbles at the traffic light next to you. All of us going our way on a mission and also getting into each other's space. There are cashiers that help you. There are petrol pump attendants that help you. There are security guards you walk past. Many faces of whom we sometimes know the name but mostly don't. Bring all of these strangers together in your mind, and maybe there is someone that stands out for you today. As you take your next big breath, inhale all of the dark clouds in their space. Breathe it into your belly, hold it there for a while, and exhale into their space, love and light. Take your next big breath. We'll bring it home again to right here, right now, this circle of beautiful humans, each showing up in service, being a source of light for the world around them. But everyone also dealing with whatever it is that they need to deal with. And sometimes the weight of that is quite heavy. Imagine this circle of beautiful humans together, and maybe you know some of them, maybe you don't. Maybe someone stands out for you specifically, or perhaps you know what someone is dealing with. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, inhale whatever dark clouds there could be in the lives of these beautiful humans, and exhale for them love and light. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale that you possibly can. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. This message of looking at the humans around us with love does in no means suggest that we shouldn't say no when no is what's called for. It means we do, when what is needed, we do step away from what is not healthy. We do put some distance between ourselves and what is toxic. We can't do anyone's work for them. But we can still love. We can totally love from a distance. And if we don't become better at loving from a distance, then we risk running into creating a world in exactly the way as Charles Eisenstein tries to describe this morning. If we refuse to love from a distance, then what we do is we create two camps. We make the other camp wrong, and we throw rocks at them and they throw rocks back at us. And while we think we might be standing against what is bad and fighting against what is bad, we're just two camps throwing rocks at each other, and nothing changes. If we don't see the humans around us as human, busy dealing with whatever weight they're carrying, and just like us, sometimes when people struggle, when people are really trying hard to survive, sometimes they really hurt the people around them. But we either make them wrong and put them in a camp and throw rocks at them, or we learn to love from a distance and stop throwing rocks at all. We never make the world a better place by excluding anyone. We only have a shot at this if we become better at doing it together. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the beautiful image of a tree with green leaves, breathing in the dark clouds around it, and continuously creating more and more light around it. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to look at the humans around me and recognize my own humanness in everyone I see. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for recognizing that what I'm looking at is really at least partly me. And whatever I do to you, I directly do to me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for these beautiful humans in our circle, each a source of light for the world around them. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being on our journey today. Thank you for joining us in this very special meditation. Hey Pat, good morning. Nella, good morning. Vivian, good morning. Maggie says she adores this meditation. I really love it too. Thanks, somebody. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, on an energetic, on a quantum level, the people you are sharing love with feel your love. But at the very least, guaranteed, it changes how you feel. And that's for sure. Thank you, Ilza. Thank you, Jacqueline. It's good to see you. Have a beautiful day, everyone. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.